it's a thing we can be proud of. We as GCCians, you coming out from GCC, then you pursued your masters from Guwahati University. So it's a very proud thing for us that you got into IIT Guwahati. It's a great achievement.
See, like after MCOM, many people have no clue what to do.
Yes.
Same happened with me.
Yeah.
So I heard about a PhD in IIM, but I was not aware of this IIT PhD and all, because basically what happened, management, when it comes the term management, we always come across the words IIM and all.
What is the relationship that you share with your supervisors? Because I have seen most of the students who are into PhD, they have a lot of complaints, to be really honest.
Yeah, that's to be very fortunate.
Yeah.
My supervisor is very friendly. So let me tell you a very personal story of mine. Like after joining IIT Guwahati in the month of July, I lost my mother in the month of August.
That's really sad.
Even after losing my mother, like during the whatever the time I had, like very tough time I had. It's very difficult for me to cope up from that situation. After 7 days, I came to know my father is also not well. He's also suffering from carcinoma, that is cancer.
Okay.
But that time I still remember my supervisor was there always. Like he's over phone always, whatever you're managing your finances and all. He was always there, like a family member. Apart from this, in research also is very helpful. Like I have any doubt, I am asking his help. Like he's always there, always. So fortunately, I'm very lucky in that case. Like
Yes.
I lost my mother, but I feel like I got someone whom I can share everything.
Right.
Because there are things which I cannot share with my father because he's also not well. So because of this, I cannot share a lot of things. Like in research, basically, it's not only about studying every time, whatever you're doing, okay, related to research work. There are different reasons which may bother you. Maybe you are not able to solve the queries. Maybe you're not able to formulate your research problems. So these things may bother you. So to be honest, I'm very fortunate to share all this thing with my supervisor, and he's always there to help me out.
Yes, I feel that you are very lucky in this case.
Definitely.
Because research, being into PhD, it is itself very difficult.
Yeah,
the
like you have
process
to
is tiring.
prepare for another 5 years. That I'm going to invest my time for another 5 years to research.
Right. So how is your journey at IIT Guwahati, Amit? You are enjoying your time there?
Actually, what happens? First 3-4 months was very difficult for me because after losing a mother, like only a person who can relate who lost their mother or parent, right? So my mother was very close to me. I used to share everything. Like mom, I was like, Ma, I'm going to do this. I'm thinking of this. Shall I proceed further? I'm thinking of doing research on this particular topic. I used to share everything. Maybe she didn't have that specialization, but she used to help me. Like she used to tell me, yeah, you like motivates me. But what happens? Like first 4 or 5 months was very difficult for me. Those months were very difficult. Like how to cope up. That was the time I realized my juniors helped, like my hostel mates, my supervisor, my cousins, my family. They really helped me. My friends, they were always there for me. So yeah, it took time, but gradually I try to more focus on this my research now.
So I can understand how difficult it would have been for you. But even then, even after going through all of it, you must be glad that you could have like completed your coursework. You did not even take 1 year, like you said.
Actually, what happened during my coursework, like as I have already said, like it's generally coursework in IIT is for 1 year, but fortunately, I have completed before that. So I got some extra time for that, and that time was in IIT. It's quite difficult to survive. Like you have to give your best and all. So I still remember like gym, swimming. These things helped me a lot. Like
that's great. You have these like additional facilities that you are getting there.
We have like for this we have different sport activities, different activities you can do. Being a student, I am fortunate to get all these things. So as I have already mentioned that we have different facilities for sports. Apart from that, like there are different cultural events also. So being a student, mentally you need to be very fit, right? So these different events will help you a lot. And we have a very big library. A lot of books are there, a lot of journals you can easily access to that. So these are very much helpful thing. Being a research scholar, I must say that these are very much helpful for us because it's our second home on, right? We have to spend another like 5 years there, so we have to be very prepared for that.
Amit, past few days I was going through your social media. I got to know that you were somewhere for a conference, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to know that, like, apart from everything, all the assistance you are getting at IIT Guwahati, what other things, what other scope you are getting as a researcher there?
See, we have conference like for this also you'll get assistantship, financial assistantship from the
Okay.
departments. You have to present your paper, that is the condition. So for that you will be getting some amount which has been prescribed as per the norms of the department. So in my department, that is a School of Business. The last time I went to IIM Calcutta, actually I attended there. I didn't
Okay.
present my paper. So I attended there. It was an India Finance Conference. It's a very international conference, a very big one, right? All the participants from different countries were there. So you will learn so many things. So these are like you can explore these things.
Right. It's
Like
such a great opportunity.
exactly, because see, the thing is that being a finance student, you know that it's not only about investment; it's more than that, right? So there, I came to know about different topics, people who are working on, and different areas, different countries. They how they're working, what's their culture, how they're doing research, and what else we can do.
Yeah.
So these are the things. It will be very much helpful. Like, and you will obviously, it leads to a very good connections there.
Right. It was a very good exposure that you got.
Definitely, definitely.
So y'all have seminars and conferences of this sort. Like, how many seminars or conferences did you attend after you got into IIT?
See, to be honest, I have attended only one conference. There are a lot of seminars which is organized by IIT Guwahati,
Okay.
different departments. You can attend that also. Apart from that, you can go different IITs, IIMs. You can attend all these conferences, seminars. It will help you to improve your presentation skills. I must say that, and you will come to know about different areas. See, we are doing research in a particular area, right? But apart from that, you will come to know, okay, this thing is doing like this can be done, right? What we can improve, where we have to got this data and all. These are the benefits actually.
Right, absolutely. Amit, what after your PhD? Like,
That
this is I haven't brought it down. I want to know what are your plans after PhD?
that's to be honest, that's a very tricky question. Like what to answer after that.
Yeah.
Like as I have already said, I'm very much interested into the academics and all, right? But see, when I joined IIT, I came to know apart from like teaching, there are a lot of scopes: data analyst, financial manager, investment banker, all this thing you can explore. It's not all
Yeah.
limited to education like teaching, and apart from that you have no life. People may think that, oh, I have done my PhD, now I have to teach.
Yeah.
But you can explore, you can go to corporates and all,
Right,
and
right.
the corporates will are like all are waiting for you. So like
Mm.
you have to give your assiduous efforts to that so that you can do a lot of thing in your career.
What about you now? Again, the same question. What do you plan to do?
So, see, I don't have any definite plan right now. So, I want to explore different areas since I have worked more than 3 years in a college. So, I may try for another corporates. Let's see how it
Yes.
goes.
Yes, even you should explore
Yeah, definitely.
because after like getting your PhD, you have a lot of scope. And I believe you should explore because you always have an option to be an assistant professor, right?
Always.
You'll have that thing open.
And I do have that experience.
Yeah,
So, it will better for me to even go and explore some
right.
other areas also. And
Yes.
yes, after PhD, like we can think of postdoc also. I may,
Yes.
right now, I have no definite plan, but I may think for postdoc.
Finally, Amit, I want your advice for my students and also for the viewers who are watching because there are students who want to get into PhD. But even then, I have seen people, they don't have any prior experience or idea how to apply, where to apply, which are the best institutions to apply for PhD. So, what would you like to suggest? What should be your
See,
advice?
like my suggestion would be like when you are thinking to join any research institution, whatever research you are going to do, don't think that I'll end up being an assistant professor. There are a lot of opportunities. You may end up in corporates also as a researcher in their departments. So it's not like you have to teach only. If you're not interested to teach, but you're more interested in research, you can join different research institutions, right? So for this, being a commerce students, we know like our scope in the field of mathematics and statistics are limited, right? So I suggest that in IIT, especially in IIT and IIMs, please try to improve your knowledge in the field of mathematics, statistics, and better if you do coding. Like, I'm not saying that you need a rigorous mathematics and statistics, all these things. You need to be a very good like in coding, but basic knowledge it will be helpful for you, because for your analysis, always it will be helpful. And finance, when I talk about finance, it's all about mathematics. You need mathematics. So it's better if you have basic knowledge. Yes, please improve it. It will be helpful for you. Definitely, it will be helpful.
What about the other institutions? Like the PhD process itself, it's tiring. For some institutes, once you qualify UGC NET, they consider it as the preliminary exam.
Yeah.
But there are some universities who do not consider it, the UGC NET qualification, as your preliminary testing. So even then, students have to sit for their own entrances.
In our school of business, we had this one. Like after UGC NET, you'll be shortlisted on the basis of UGC NET.
Yeah.
They may ask you for a written examination. So UGC NET written examination interview. On the basis of that, they may select you. It varies from time to time.
Okay.
Like I cannot say a definite one, right? Obviously, you have to go through the notification and all this thing. So it's better like if you are well prepared. Like after UGC NET, if you have gap, I suggest you please go through those things, refresh those things, okay, revise those things so that you can, when if you have to face this kind of situation, like you have to again appear for the written examination, so you can give your best.
All right, all right. So, viewers, it's not mandatory that after qualifying your UGC NET, you don't need to sit for any kind of written examinations. Yes, there are universities who do not require the written exam for the ones who qualify UGC NET, but there are also universities who have this criteria of you sitting for the written exams until and unless you clear your JRF. So, after that, we have the interview procedure and then, yes, the selection. Right, Amit?
Yeah, definitely. Like it varies from universities to universities, IITs to IITs.
Yeah.
So better you prepare everything, like as I have already mentioned. They may ask you for a written examination or they may not ask you. So it's up to them.
Okay.
And yes, one more thing, interview is very important. Like you have to be very much presentable to that. Like many people, they know the answers, but it's very difficult to present. So you need to be very much aware of that, how to present your answers, so that you should not be like confused there, like what to say now. So you have to be very much precise about your answers.
Okay. So Amit, when are the applications for IIT Guwahati PhD admissions going to be out?
So basically what happened in all the IITs, every 6 months they will get the opportunity to apply for PhD. Like in the month of April, okay, odd semester, even semester.
Okay.
And again in the month of October, I guess. The dates varies. So on that basis, we have to apply and they will be shortlisted on the basis of your qualification, that is UGC NET. As I have already mentioned, that UGC NET, CAT score, GATE score, these are the qualifications. Like you need to be shortlisted. On the basis of that, they will be shortlisting you. After that, you have to go to the prescribed procedure. It will be obviously notified in the websites.
Okay. So the students who want to apply into IIT Guwahati can go through the website, and the tentative months are April and October.
Yeah.
Right? So do keep a check if you want to apply into IIT Guwahati. Amit, what do you think? Because now it's already time. So the students who want to apply for the PhD entrances, when should they start their proposal making and all? And from where can they get the kind of guidance and assistance?
See, I suggest basically like go through the recent topics and some research papers and all this thing.
Yeah.
Apart from this, as you have already mentioned about your institution, Boost a Brain, whatever workshops you are giving on the for research and all, I think that would be very much helpful for them.
Okay. Yeah, we are providing research workshops for the students, the ones who are preparing for their PhD entrances, or even the ones who are already into PhDs. So we are providing a few workshops and kind of assistance. You think that will be sufficient for the proposal
that
making?
will be definitely sufficient, because since there you are providing them the insights of how to proceed for the research, right? So that is definitely helpful for them.
Okay. And how can you contribute to our workshops?
See, like I am always there for you. Like if you need any help, your students, they can easily reach to me, like through you for formulating their research problems, what they are going to do, how they have to write the research proposal. That is a very tricky thing. Like if I give you a limit, like you have to finish your research within one page, what will you write? You have a lot of things to say, right? So that's a tricky thing. So it should be concise and brief. It should not like vague statement. Don't give a vague statement, right? Don't write something which you cannot implement, which you cannot achieve. So these things will be helpful for you.
Right. So the workshops that we are having, we are also forming a community of researchers,
Okay.
Amit, because we feel that there is a need for the research community. Probably through that community, I feel you'll be able to help the students in case of any assistance that they need.
Like I'll be glad to be part of this community. See, in India, we definitely need this kind of communities because in India we are not so much aware about our research and all, right? Where like many people are doing research because they just want to do it for promotion through in the fields of academic and all. But it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like if you are like can give your time to that and if you can think of new ideas and all, research is all about new ideas, right? So it will definitely help. I'll be glad to be a part of this community.
And a community itself, that too of researchers, it's a very nice thing, I would like to say, because
yeah, of course, because see, I come to know about their research topics.
Yeah.
I'll come to know how they are working, what thing I can include in my research, right?
Yeah.
So it's like knowledge sharing. Like I'm sharing
Right.
what them doing, what they are doing. I'm sure I'm getting to know, right? So obviously, it will definitely helpful for
Right,
us.
right.
Like for all the people who are there in the community itself, so it will definitely helpful for all of us.
Now, Amit, coming up to your schedule, because you were doing your coursework, you had lot of things. Even now, you don't have much time, right? Today, somehow you managed to come for the podcast. So, thanks for it again. So, how did you manage your schedule, Amit?
See, there are no particular schedule, as I have said. So if you are consistent, so I think it will help you a lot. You don't have to follow any sort of timetable and all. Just be whatever you do, your activities, you don't have to skip anything. Just give your best. Like a particular time, you have to dedicate those particular time slot for your entire studies and all. And yes, one more thing, you just divide the subjects. Like today, I'm going to study this topic, next day, this entire week. And many people will be like, you don't have to take a break, be like Sunday, don't go out. I used to go everywhere. I'm a good foodie, big foodie. So I used to go every Sunday somewhere to have some good food so that like I get some motivation to work, right?
So you used to enjoy your holidays and then get back to your
Of course,
work,
definitely,
right?
because otherwise we'll end up
Hmm.
having a psychiatrist. Because it's very
That's true.
stressful,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Studying every time, and since you're in this field, you have to study every time. If you are doing research, you need to explore every areas. You cannot say, see, I'm doing in sustainable finance. It's not like that I have to study only sustainable finance. I have to explore different areas, sub areas of sustainable finance. So it's always about study. So you need to give your time to other activities also.
So, Amit, all we discussed were the good points about PhD research and all. I want to ask you about your problems that you faced as a research scholar.
Well, let's address the elephant in room.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about PG research, we don't see other sides also. See, 5 year journey, it's a long journey, right? You have to deal with your families, research areas, and all this thing. In research, basically, what happens when you formulate your research problems, you have a lot of ambitions that you will do this and that. But sometimes, what happens when you are going deeper and deeper into that area, you'll find okay, this may not be possible. How, what is the alternative for this? How will I come out from this? These are the various problems you may face. And apart from this, say some people are not so social, right? They have a fear of communicating, presenting, and all these things. So what happened? They may feel left out. So in IIT, it's a very good thing, right? We have different consultant. Okay, so counselor, you can go and have consultant consult your problem and all. Psychiatrists are there. So these are the things will be very much beneficial. To be honest, I'm not sure about other institutions, but in IITs, I can assure you that you have this kind of facilities. Like if you are having any problem, like you are not able to solve it, or maybe you need someone to talk since you are not so social about it. So
The mental blocks,
yeah,
mainly.
so you can talk with them. Like you can go to the counselor, you can consult them, like what to do, what are the things like I'm doing. Some people are not even so active in sports also, so what else you can do? Like you can go for music, different clubs in IITs like music club, drama club, then robotic club, all this thing, like whatever you have, like whatever interest you have apart from your studies, apart from your research, you can go and explore this thing. So these are the things. Look, whenever you have problem, there will be a solution,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So one door is closed, another door will be definitely open for you. So just explore this thing, like enjoy your PhD. The moment you start enjoying your PhD, it's very good journey.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be like 5 years. We'll be like it will be accumulated to 50 years, something like that. Like 5 years multiply by 10 times. So you'll be like, when I'll complete my PhD, and we'll be always unhappy about it.
Yes.
So, and the thing is that we always complain, we don't have this and that. But I suggest you, like, whatever you have, try to use that and give your best. That's all like you can do, because whatever resources you have to utilize those things. You cannot ask for more. Okay, so with that limited resources, you have to explore different areas.
Right. So I can see that you are enjoying your PhD journey.
I'll definitely, like, different fests are there, cultural events, workshops, which are basically relating to our research. Apart from this, drama club, all these clubs are there, music club, like different places to explore in the campus. Then you go out with your friends, have tea, have coffees, enjoy your day, whatever. Like after your classes, takes out some time. It's not like that after your classes, go to room, sleep, and study. Don't do that. Just explore that. Yeah, at least 1 hour you can give it to yourself, right?
Right.
1 to 2 hours you definitely can give it to yourself.
So we had an amazing experience having you here, Amit. You shared so many important insights about the campus, about PhD, about research. We got to know a lot of things, and I'm very sure it will be very helpful to our viewers as well, Amit.
Like, I'm glad that you have invited me for this. Like, I think, like, see, whatever I have said, these are all my experiences.
Yeah.
Like, so I think somehow the students can relate to that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think it will be very much helpful for them, and they will be happy to know what sort of campus we have, environment we are having, and how we are dealing with this kind of problems. So that will be a, like, for all the students, like, definitely you can explore to PhD. It's a very good opportunity for you, all of you. Definitely, it will boost your further academic career.
So, thank you, Amit. I would like to thank you once again for coming here. I know he's a very busy person. Somehow he managed and he made it today. Thanks again for
Thank you so much. Thank you so
coming.
much. So once again, best wishes for your booster brain. This institution, I wish all success. So anytime, like if you need any help for your students, also they can always reach to me through you. I'll be like glad to help you out there.
We'll definitely get in touch, Amit.
Sure.
And I'm very sure my students will do need your assistance.
Sure. I'll be glad to help.
Yeah.